The NDEB has postponed their first NDECC exam. That is what we're going to discuss in this video, so let's get started. Alright everybody, welcome back. It's Dr. Hafez from Scholars Dental. We have two new update videos this week, the second week of March 2022. This one is going to be about the NDEB postponing the NDECC examination, and the other update video will be about the NDECC blueprint. All right, so if you haven't watched the other one, go ahead and check that out on our channel, or if it hasn't been released, it will be released soon. So let's get started with this news update. So the NDEB, this was released on Feb 28, 2022. And following the release of NDECC blueprint in November, the NDEB has been working on completing construction of NDECC. So they're working on making their center. And their first, estimate of when the first exam would be for the NDECC, the first NDECC, was supposed to be in June 2022. So let's kind of get to our timeline here to understand what's happening. So we're going to draw here timeline, and June 2022 was supposed to be their first NDECC. Okay, now let's look at what we got so far. The last ACS exam was done in December of 2021, so that was ACS. The AFK, we have one that was in Feb, right? AFK. So people are still at this time waiting for the results. And in May, we have an ACJ. So May 2022, that's ACJ. All right, so, and of course, we have people that have done the ACJ before in November that got their results. So those people most likely are aiming for the June exam, right? Okay, so let's see now what happened. Now, the people in May, I kind of drew a little bit far away from June, May, June, July. So the people in May, most likely we're not going to do the June exam that did the May ACJ because it's too close, obviously, right? So let's see now here what they're saying. Okay, however, significant roadblocks, including disruptions to the supply chain because of the pandemic, human resources, and protests in Ottawa impacted this. So what they're basically going to say here is that it's been postponed. So looking ahead, the NDEB has set a target date of September 7-8, 2022 for the first administration of the NDECC. Okay, and everything here is not really that important. It's going to release the first week of March. They're saying that the blueprint is going to be released, and it has been released. We'll make a separate video for that, which is 6 months before the first administration. So let's look back here, and maybe I'll kind of just so it'll be like, let's say June. Whoop, that's a little bit light, but it's fine. 2022. That's the first NDECC. Okay, now that was the first NDECC, right? June 2022, and they're saying it's going to be in September. So June, July, August, September, October. This is kind of go like that. November and December. So September 2022 is going to be now the first NDECC. So this one has been X'd, let's say like that, and the new one is going to be now here. All right. So people that get the results, let's say May, June, July, what if the results of the ACJ came out in July, ACJ results? So they still don't have enough time really to get into this exam. So I don't think this delay is going to affect, the traffic that for the people that want to register for the September exam, especially that just because it's the first exam, it doesn't mean, you're waiting another 6 months. It's going to be many exams after that, right? That's what they're hoping for. So this simply means that people that were that want to get into the ACS or NDECC, they just have to wait a little bit longer. There's probably not going to be more traffic or anything. But also, since the release of the blueprint just happened, it may be in your favor, right? So if the release of the blueprint happened here in March, right? And they're going to release more stuff, blueprint. So you have more time, March, April, May, June, July, August. They're saying 6 months, so they're right. So 6 months here to actually prepare for that, which is better than only having that, there should be enough time between the release of the blueprint and the first exam. So I think this is a good thing in a way. I think look at it in a positive, from a positive point of view. Don't look at it negatively saying, oh, it's more delay. It is the first time they're going to do this different way of examination. So it's better for you to have more time to prepare for it, right? So I think that's what I could say about that. That's what comments I have. Now look at the rest here. They also have a photo showing the center that they're making. All right, additional test dates. This is an interesting part. Will be published in an examination calendar and be set out for on our website. They're going to put the the dates for each exam on the website. And preliminary scheduling. So just initially they have 18 examination dates scheduled between September and December. So first of all, I wanted to go check. They said September 7 and 8, right? So if you look at the calendar, okay, and you go to September 7 and 8, so if you go do that, you'll see that it's a weekday. So now we know that they're mainly focusing on the weekdays. Maybe they're not going to do a weekend exam. Who knows? Again, we don't know for sure, but at least we know they're planning to do a weekday. That's a Wednesday, Thursday, right? So Wednesday and Thursday. Not sure if that's one exam, like one day is for the ACS projects, for example, and the other days for situational judgment, or is it 2 exams? We'll see. But if they're going to do 18 between here and here, right? 18 exams. If you count every, like maybe 1 a week, you'll get maybe around, I counted them. So what I got was, let's say, I mean, you could kind of just calculate it, but I want to try to do it accurately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I got 16 if they did 1 exam a week, right? Which makes sense, 4 times 4, right? But so just doing once a week, you'll get 14 exams. So maybe they're going to have some weeks where there isn't, maybe another one where it has more. But that means I'm missing 4 in my count. So I'm thinking there are going to be some weeks where there's 2 exams maybe, and another week where there's 1 exam, right? So that means we don't know yet, is it always 2 a week or is it always 1 a week? Because it can't be always 2 a week because we'll get 32 sessions, and there can't be only 1 a week because we would get 14 sessions. So it might be just kind of just random dates, 1 or 2 a week. And of course we have to include, like, Christmas probably will be off. So if that's gone, then how would they get to 18? So maybe there is 2 a week, right? And maybe it is a Wednesday and Thursday of every week. So some things to think about and consider. And we'll see how it actually goes, but I'm just trying to kind of, connect the dots together here. Okay, so let's look at what else did they say here. Now, with the delay of the first administration, NDEB has adjusted the eligibility timeline for those already eligible. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Originally, the 5-year timeline to successfully complete the NDECC was set to begin on January 1, 2022. So remember, you have 5 years to do the NDECC. And what's interesting here is they confirmed the idea as well. Again, this date will be moved to September 1. So anybody now that's eligible to do the NDECC, your 5-year is not going to start from January 1st. It's going to start from September 1st of 2022. Then you have 5 years from that date to do the NDECC. For those who pass the ACJ in 2022 or later, the 5-year eligibility will begin when they receive a passing grade. So this is, I get a lot of questions about this actually, and there's a lot of misunderstanding here. Some people that apply for the NDEB, they don't apply and get their approval because they think there's some sort of expiry date, and maybe they heard of this 5 years, right? So I tell them there isn't an expiry date, and that 5 years starts after your ACJ passing grade, right? Once you pass the ACJ, the 5 years starts, that counter starts. So it's not that, that's why I encourage everybody that has this as a goal to become a dentist in Canada to get their approval, okay? Start with that wherever you are. If you're near your country, or it's even easier to do it from your country where near your university. So get that approval. It's a good start. That way you're ready for the exam when you can. Even if you don't have your immigration, it's still a good start because you could always, just come for a trip and do the exam and go back, right? but don't delay that approval process. Do it. And this 5-year thing starts after the ACJ exam. Okay, so another point here as well. Following the release of the NDECC documentation, okay, there will be, this is cool too, that there will be a webinar with Dr. Mary for questions and answers about this thing. So I'm not sure if we're all able to attend, but they said that it'll be on their Facebook and website when it's going to happen. So if you have any questions. Okay, so in summary, the postponing of the first NDECC exam, I don't think there's going to be more traffic for the exam because people doing the ACJ in May are still going to be, it's too soon for them to do it. So the same people doing the exam that were going to do the exam in June are still going to be the same ones going to do in September. Actually, you could think it's a good thing because now you have more time between the release of the blueprint and the exam date, which will allow you to prepare better, allow courses to figure out what they want to teach as well. So it's a good thing. Look at it that way. Another thing we took from this news is that it's going to be on a weekday, September 7, 8. So we have Wednesday, Thursday. And if they just do that every week, because they're planning to do 18 sessions between September and December. So that could be 2 a week, right? And just, take that into consideration. Maybe Monday will be the day you go to Ottawa, get a hotel, and then after 2 days, once you're relaxed, you could go to the exam or you got used to the environment, or maybe you'll just go on the one day before, right? And the other thing is the 5-year, for the NDECC will begin when you get your ACJ passing grade, or for people that already passed the ACJ will begin September 1st, 2022. So that is the summary outcome here that I got from this. And, I don't see this as negative or positive. And if anything, it's more beneficial for people taking the NDECC. That's what I see it as. Unless I missed something, let me know in the comments if there's any other, if there's anything I did miss here that, you think, wait, it's actually not a good thing. Or if you think that it is a good thing, but I didn't discuss that point, also mention it in the comments so we all learn from each other. Okay, and one more thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to try to count one more time, not including Christmas, but twice a week now. So let's go back to, I'm going to go to September. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No, it just can't be twice a week all the time because we'll get over 18 sessions just, in November probably. So unless they don't include December, maybe they mean up until December. Again, I'm not sure if that's what they mean. I think they mean including December, all right? Let's just look at it one more time. Yeah, so I don't see, we'll see how it is. But we do know for sure that they're aiming for weekdays, all right? So I think I've covered everything in this one. The other video will be about the blueprint. You guys could check that out if it's released already on the channel. If not, it'll be released soon. Again, if you are in this process, you're thinking about doing this process, this is a goal to you to become a dentist in Canada, and you need help to figure out a plan. Where do you start? Should you do AFK? Should you do ADAT? Should you do the DSCKE? And you need help figuring that out. We offer free consultations. You could book a consult on our website or contact us at info@scholarsdental.com. Either me or one of our instructors will get in touch with you and we'll figure out what your plan is. And it's been helping a lot of people, a lot of dentists around the world. They get to see a clear vision of how the plan is. What are the possibilities? What are their options? And which way they should go? It's been great. So if you need help with that, book a consult. If our AFK course has already started in the first week, but if you are worried anyway that you missed something, we have catch-up programs. So you'll end up doing everything anyway. And for people waiting for the results from the Feb exam 2022, I hope to see you either in pretty much in the ACJ course. Book a consult for that as well. If it doesn't work out for you for that AFK exam, you have to be realistic. You have to plan ahead too. We'll discuss that in your consult, that if you pass the exam, what could you do? And if you fail, what's the best way to catch up to prepare for the next exam? Anyways, I'm just saying, a consult will benefit you in planning ahead. That's it pretty much for this video, everybody. Thank you for watching. Leave comments about your ideas, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.